Hi guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks and another random destruction. I hope you guys have had a great weekend. It's been a bit tricky for me to get videos done over the weekend with Bank Holiday Monday and obviously the kids being off. Well, Bank Holiday in the UK anyway. And also my little girl, she's had a bit of a bug. So for a couple of days she had a day off yesterday off school. And unfortunately my mother-in-law is back in hospital as well, so it's been quite a tricky weekend for getting things done, which is why I didn't manage to get LA Noir done and uploaded, unfortunately. I'm going to have to try and catch up with that. Maybe try and get a couple of vids recorded at the same time for it or something. Try and get a bit of time in. But anyway, here we are for a random destruction, and I'm still trying to grind out the grind out to the T57 from the T54E1, which is what I'm in now. It's a tier 9 match, as you can see on Cliff. And yeah, just a couple of nice matches. Next one's actually the Panther 2. I've been grinding this out for a few days and carried on I can't remember when it was, and just sort of sometimes you just hit a wall with a tank. You know, when you're trying to grind it out and you're just like, oh, you know, you're having decent games and it's just bad match after bad match after bad match, and you're like, I need to go in something different, otherwise this is just going to carry on. So I jumped in the Panther 2 because I don't think I've been in it yet since it got that. It got a new gun, didn't it? I think a while ago now. I'm pretty sure it did anyway. But yeah, so yeah, I jumped in that, and that's the next match, and it was a fun match. Not massive amounts of damage or anything like that, but it was just a fun match. A little bit intense at one point ish when I was playing it. I don't know if it's going to be to watch it as such, if you'll get that, but it was playing it. It was quite one of those moments where it could have gone either way, definitely. But anyway, back to this one. Well, most of the enemy team, or a good portion of them at least, seem to have gone up towards the hill. Not many of our team has, but I've pushed around the two guys on our team that were down there in sort of heavy tank alley, a lot of people call it, and managed to get up here to basically try and get round behind some of these other tanks and try and do a bit of damage to them. Now obviously your advantage of an auto-loader is that big burst potential. Disadvantage is a very long reload. And some of them, such as this, I mean, managing to go in there, but I'm having to aim it properly. And yeah, the T54E1, it's not got great pen for its tier, to be honest. I think it's 210 on its standard rounds, if I recall correctly. So yeah, not brilliant. So that is a bit of a downside to it as well, and it's, I don't know, I don't mind this tank. I just feel it's a bit meh with a lot of the sort of mobility. You know, the armor's a bit meh, and it's just sort of, it's all right. You know, it's all right mobility, it's all right armor. The burst potential is nice, like I say, but it's that pen and trying to get all of the shots to go in, unless you're really close. You've really got to wait and aim, and you've got to really go for weak spots as well, especially in tier 10 matches, or you're going to have to just flank if you can, which is difficult on a lot of maps because a lot of them are obviously corridorized, as you well know. There's not a great deal of maps where, you know, flanking is, well, even where you've even provided an opportunity to flank, never mind it being sort of easy. Yeah, got to go for that reload again. And the worst thing is as well that if you get your loader taken down or your ammo rack damaged, that reload just becomes absolutely horrific. And it's really just fallen apart with the team here all of a sudden, as you can see. And this is where I wish I wasn't in an auto loader, because I'm just waiting for that reload. And if I could have just reloaded or got around the other side of him, you know. Even if I'd have emptied my clip into him and I'd just got some more damage done, there was no way. I mean, even if there was only maybe 3 tanks left, I don't think I could have done much against that. That's the downside of an auto loader in a situation like that. Because as soon as I fired my, as soon as I basically fired off my clip, then I've got that really lengthy reload. So obviously, if there were sort of 2 or 3 tanks left, you know, depending on the health, I might take 1 down, possibly 2. But then, you know, I've got a massive reload where they can just put the damage into me, and that's it. And that is the disadvantage. And I do find that auto loaders tend to work better in platoons. Not all the time, you know, depends on what it is. I mean, obviously, that, you know, you've got a lot of French lights, which are auto-loaders. You know, you're fine on your own in those. But some of the other auto-loaders, like the T54E1, some of the French heavies, you know, they can do all right on their own. And, you know, I've seen people do fine on their own. I've done really well on my own in the T54E1. But they are easier to work in a platoon because, obviously, either two auto-loaders, which can then cover each other on each other's reloads, or just an auto-loader and a standard tank, which obviously then the standard tank can sort of cover the auto-loader while they're, you know, reloading as well. But anyway, down to this match now. Bit of an unfortunate loss for that last one, but yeah, just what you're going to do. It just, I don't know what happened. All of a sudden the team just crumbled and it just all went to hell. But yeah, in the Panther 2, not been in this for a while actually. I'm kind of enjoying it. I do like the, you know, I kind of enjoyed the Panther. I found it frustrating and enjoyable in equal turns. I mean, its pen on the standard Panther is brilliant, but it's just that really low damage as well, so you hit them, you pen them, and it's like, yeah, but I've just done nothing. But yeah, I'm enjoying the Panther 2. I'm looking forward to getting to the E50 and the E50M. Really, I'm kind of looking forward to those. And you kind of forget, or I do at least, how, you know, I kind of forget features about the Panther 2. I kind of forget its armour. And it's sort of, whenever I bounce, like I bounced a shell a minute ago, and whenever I do, it kind of takes me by surprise a little bit, because every time I go in it, I just forget that it's actually, its armour's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. I think it's, is it 100? I want to say it's 120mm on the front, but I've probably got it completely wrong. But yeah, it's, and I have been, like I say, I've been enjoying it. I do love the accuracy of this gun. I think it's, pretty sure it's .30 it says, which is really, I mean, that's like incredibly accurate. So yeah, I do like it for that. It is a very nice, accurate gun. I mean, obviously RNG still takes effect, but it generally, unless unless RNG is just being an absolute git, it generally just goes right where you place it. And that's what I like about it. Aimed a bit late on that one. Got my gun damaged. I don't really want a damaged gun in this situation because I'm having to poke up and just put shots in at small parts, so I want accuracy. And, oh, back off a bit. Yep, through the front of the turret. I've been told to fall back. I kind of agree. It was getting a bit hairy on this corner, kind of holding it off on my own, but now some of the teammates are coming back round. Unfortunately, the AT that came up there with me got taken down a while ago. The teammates, all my teammates, are coming round now. So I've backed off a little bit. I'm not going to back off all the way. I can still take a bit more damage, although I've got to watch the McDragon now with that 390 alpha damage, or average. Yeah, one more hit I think from that King Dragon and I am done. Now if I can just... oh, he's preoccupied. So yeah, I think I'll put the last hit in and take him down. So a nice little stint on that corner. Quite intense at a couple of points. A couple of nice and surprising bounces as well. Just kept moving back and forth and it sort of pinged off my turret and what have you. But yeah, I couldn't take another hit from the McDragon. So I'm glad we managed to take him down. I'm glad the teammates appeared when they did. Because that McDragon, he was going to try and get round on me. Obviously there's that other tank there, but thankfully it sort of went nicely on that one. And yeah, the enemy team just seemed to sort of, or the remainder seemed to crumble all of a sudden. And now it's just going to be one of those where it's a race between you and the rest of the team to try and get to the last tanks remaining to try and get a bit more damage done. We've got an arty and a light tank, and I'll put you out of your misery. I'm not going to get to the last two tanks before they are dead to get any more damage done. Just one of those things. But I was quite happy with how it turned down that corner. Like I say, it's not going to be the highest damage game or anything like that, but it was just a nice game. It was enjoyable. I was quite pleased with myself for how you know, how I held on that corner. I think this was the first match I actually took the Panther 2 out with that gun, in a long time as well. The pen on it's quite nice, 223 I think it is, with your 240 damage, around about 7.5 rounds a minute I want to say. but could be slightly wrong. But yeah, it just, I really did enjoy it, and although I'm still grinding out to the T57 because I want the T57 to be my next tier 10 that I get, I still keep jumping in this and doing a few rounds as well because I'm really enjoying the Panther 2 again at the moment. That'll probably change and I'll move on to a different tank at some point, but anyway, there you go. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. You know, like I said before, I hope you've all had a great weekend as well. I shall try and get another video uploaded tomorrow. I have got the footage saved up for a couple actually, which I was planning to upload over the last couple of days, but just haven't had a chance, unfortunately, what with illness and one thing and another. Not with me, but like I said before, my little girl and mother-in-law. So, yeah, hopefully I'll be able to catch up, possibly tomorrow or over the next couple of days anyway. Like I said, I've got the footage for a couple of vids saved up that I was planning on uploading before, but there you go. Anyway, I'm just rambling on now, so as I said before, hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.